Claus. Financially shrewd Santa Claus, huh? No one said the writing of this book was any good. There's clearly a reason why only 500 people...
Shout out to Shaman, guys.
I say that because on Amazon...
Welcome back to another spoiler of Finance Flick. There.
So I can only assume that I'm the only person who made it all the way through. The things I do for you. Anyway, soon after, our financially shrewd Santa Claus is accused of murder. He's released due to no bodies being found, and then he skips town. However, when he comes back, he's a changed person. Quote, after he had been fat and affable, the man in the picture was sallow and thin, his skin sagging, and his expression unpleasant. As if he had forgotten
Looks like a monkey.
He looked like a poor facsimile of himself. End quote. So when he comes back to town, he's not only lost a ton of weight, but he looks like a poor copy of himself. So that's just reading the subtext of these lines, but you don't even have to read between those lines. Afton tells us directly in the quote I used at the top of this episode. Quote, and what makes you think they won't kill you? John said again, because I'm one of them, he said. I mean, let's face it is hard to argue with that one. He is outright saying he is an animatronic. Reading the book the first time, you all assume it's like, oh, he has a kindred spirit with these animatronics because he loves them so much and he dresses them more and this and that. But oh no, after playing Sister Location, it takes on a whole new meaning. Now, there are two major complaints against Afton's theory. One, that Baby's first lines are,
I don't recognize you. You are new.
and two, that none of it makes sense if Afton bleeds out in Springtrap and Snap 3. But there's an easy answer for both of these situations. First, think back to the Snap World ending, where Death's Guy, who in our last episode we established as Henry No Last Name Given, William Afton's partner in the Freddy Fazbear's franchise, confesses to building Baby. He's the creator, the one Baby would be most familiar with, and not necessarily Afton. So Baby not recognizing Afton isn't all that much of a stretch. And regarding Purple Guy's death, we see in the book that William is covered in scars. Scars left over from surviving one major round of Springtrap failures. Quote, David had been shirtless under the costume, and now his bare chest was clearly visible. His skin was horribly scarred, with raised white lines that scored his flesh in a symmetrical pattern, each side of his body mirroring the other. He raised his arms and turned slowly in a circle, giving Carlton ample time to see that the scars were everywhere. Also note that he never actually sees Springtrap die in Snap 3, that collapsed into his own pool of blood and shiver there. The light never drains from his eyes. And Silver Eye shows that it's not only possible, but that William has indeed survived a Springlock failure in the past. So could the FNAF 3 incident be the reason he has all those scars in the book? Also, according to the timeline of the events line up, all of the events of Silver Eye take place in 1995, making it long after any events that we've seen in the games thus far, with the exception of Fazbear's Fright, which may have been a hallucinogenic dream sequence anyway. So all in all, cool story, bro. We find a Purple Guy in Sister Location.
Thank you for selecting Casual Bongos.
But why? What does all this mean for the plot of games? It actually explains a lot, but from here it also tends to get really complicated, because now we're getting into the Snap 4 surveillance footage, Snap 4 locations being tied to Sister Location, child experimentation, and the identities of Baby and Enter. So instead